guys, welcome back to another wonderful episode of Bourbon Jamaican. And just like we promised, we got a special blind lineup for you. These are pretty much your bang for your buck. All should be under 30 bucks, except this one's the Costco special, which it still shouldn't be that much special. But if you get your
750 milliliter of each of these will be $30 or less.
All right, so you want to tell us a little bit about each of these?
Yeah, so these are all Kentucky bourbons. The Bullet is sourced. The rest are not. They're all $30 or less for the 750. They're all 80 to 90 proof, and I'm excited. I hope that the Buffalo Trace goes down.
All right, so we're gonna put it to the test. So let's start from left to right.
Yep, and these are completely blind.
This one has a nice little burn to it.
It's got a little brown sugar. A little bit of a berry note, or a cherry maybe.
Cherry. I'm smelling cherry.
That's pretty sweet. It's got a little bit of oak to it, but besides that, it's a heavy medicinal cherry. It's kind of like a cough syrup.
Could be a very old Barton's for my tasting.
I get a lot of fruits on Four Roses, so that was my initial thought. But I do like the finish is nice.
Yeah.
I just up front, I feel like I just took some
salt syrup.
Robitussin.
Alright, so this smells different. So I'm not huge on Bullet, other than the Bullet Rye to make a good old fashioned.
Yeah, Bullet Rye is good. This one's got a little more oak to it on the nose.
Yeah.
It's a little more sugary. I'm trying to think. I get a fruit on this as well, but it's not a cherry. It's almost like a plum.
Yeah. It has a little bit of.
It's darker than that first one.
Yeah, it's definitely more oaky.
This one is oaky. A little bit of brown sugar. That's about it. I think it's a lot thinner than the first one. It's really watery.
Yeah, very thin.
The first one had a pretty decent viscosity. This second one, it's really plain to me. I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah, this one doesn't have great legs, but
no, I'll give it one more sip, but I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I'm just drinking water.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, you're more. You like that 120, 130 range. Like this.
That 110 to 120 is perfect.
Yeah. I think I can probably go to 120. Yeah. After that, I might as well put it in the car and drive home.
Yeah, and I don't have an issue with 80 to 90 proof bourbons. It's just they got to have a little viscosity, and I know, a lot of these aren't going to have a lot of age to them. They're mainly going to be 4 to 6 years, being how cheap they are, and that's fine. Yeah. They make good mixers.
This one, for some reason, smells like an old bookstore. It doesn't even have almost like a cellar. It smells like
it's got a dusty note to it.
That is crazy.
It's got a nice oak to it. Nice oak, brown sugar.
Yeah, but that cellar smell is pretty strong.
I got a pretty good guess what that one is. It's
got to be the very old Barton.
I think it's the Buffalo Trace. It's got a nice.
You think so?
Yeah, it's got a nice confectionery sugar kind of thing, and it's got an oak to it. I could be wrong. We still got one more to try, but if it's not the Buffalo, then it's probably the very old Barton.
I wonder if these got blinded right. Because I'm tasting completely different. Alright, let's get down to the last one. See, this smell like my Four Roses. Super sweet. I
get a fruity note on this one.
So I think this one is Four Roses, which is probably going to be my winner for real. So this one, very fruity, very sweet. You get that initial burn on the sip, a nice warm hug going down, and it kind of lingers a little bit, kind of that flavor kind of hang around, and then you start getting your vanilla, like a toffee truffle almost.
I agree. I get that. I get a nice oak, a nice vanilla. I get a little bit of a baking spice to it, and then you get a little bit of a toffee. It's definitely the most complex out of these four.
Yeah.
I can still taste the third one, honestly.
So
it's kind of taken away from glass 4 for me.
Yeah, but the third one, it just has that cellar age, kind of like a old.
It's sticking. I mean, it's sticking to my gums. It's all I can still taste.
It's like a rook when you walk into a rook house. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Rick House.
Rick house. It's different for sure, but I think this one is gonna be my 1, 2. I didn't really like it. This will be last place. So you'll be last place. So I think I got my. Did I do it right?
I'm gonna retaste glass 1 really quick, and I'll have my ranking. I really liked the viscosity on glass 1. I think that's going to be the game changer for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like glass 1. This is actually pretty tough. I'm torn between glass 1 and 3.
So you have your best one closest to you?
Yeah, but I'm torn between these.
Alright.
I might do this actually. I think I'm gonna do that.
Well, our palates ain't lined up today.
Nope, they're not going to all the time. But we got a clear loser
So
here.
our least favorite is.
Mine was glass 2.
Well, yeah.
And it's the 4 Roses.
See, mine's. I think we got the dots fucked up. So mine's the.
I might
Old
shuffle
Barton.
my glass too. There's a chance. So what's your third place?
My third place is Bullet.
Mine's Buffalo Trace.
My second place is 4 Roses.
Mine's Very Old Barton. Which means my winner was Bullet and yours was
Buffalo Trace.
wow. The Buffalo Trace to me was good. I think the Very Old Barton is what I had on glass 3. And it had a really nice viscosity to it, and I think that took away something from the Buffalo Trace. But when I went back to the Bullet, it's got a really nice fruity note to it that I like.
Yeah.
I know the first time I said it was like cough syrup,
Yeah.
but after drinking these other two that were a little more oaky and then going back to the Bullet, it complemented it. It didn't feel as medicinal. It actually kind of felt more syrupy and
It kind of opened up your palate, just kind of going through them.
I mean, it was my first sip of the day too. So,
All right.
but I know you picked Buffalo Trace first, but you know that's just how it is sometimes. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that we can show that we got some competitors. Though I think the Very Old Barton and the Bullet are pretty damn close.
Yeah, pretty solid.
I mean, I picked them over it, but
yeah, but you can sip them or mix them. Put it that way. And for under $30, you can't really beat that. They're great, however you want to have them.
yeah.
But there you have it, guys. I hope y'all enjoy this, and stay tuned for more. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share the videos if you'd like. If you're returning, thank you so much for supporting us and our bourbon tasting. Wink, wink. But that's it for us, man. Peace out.
Thanks, guys.